Welcome back to another BizBite episode of the e-commerce badassery podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster. There has been a lot of conversation around the safety of TikTok lately and its ties to China through its parent company ByteDance. So much so that US governments have started banning the app from their devices and universities have blocked it on their Wi-Fi networks. And truth be told, I was going to try and avoid talking about this because I'm just not educated enough on it, and that's my disclaimer for this episode. I am not a privacy, data, political, technological, cybersecurity, or any other type of experts when it comes to these matters. But it did come up in conversation in the lounge, and anytime someone starts asking me questions about something so specific, I know there are others probably wondering about it too. I also ended up talking about it in my email this week when I shared an article about TikTok's internal boost button because it didn't make sense to talk about one without the other. Ultimately, I'd love to just give you some food for thought and resources so you can go learn more. Now, if you're not familiar with the privacy concerns and the conversations that have been going on, I'll stick some links in the show notes for you to dive deeper. The very short story is that people are concerned China is using TikTok to spy on everyone else, and India has actually already banned the app. This is a conversation that's been going on for a while. It just happens to be reheating up right now. When I first started hearing about this, I thought to myself, damn, that is some tinfoil hat shit. And then in the same breath, I thought, oh, it's probably true. There's little that surprises me these days, especially when it comes to any platforms that have so much data about us. Ultimately, Peter Parker's Uncle Ben said it best. With great power comes great responsibility. But we would all be fools to think any of these big corporate data collecting entities actually cared about us and took that responsibility as seriously as it should. So should you be concerned? The only one that can answer that for you is you. Ultimately, I say, do what you are comfortable with. If TikTok is a hard no for you, then let it be a hard no. Take advantage of short form video on Instagram or YouTube instead. If you're seeing a lot of success with TikTok and don't want to stop using it, or you want to try and ride the wave for as long as you can, do you. No matter which direction you go, there are a million plus others who feel the same way. The most important thing is that you understand the data that is being collected, what is being done with it, and the possibilities should it get into unintended hands. Use the same caution and then some you would on any public forum. Again, make sure you check the show notes for links to additional resources if you want to learn more, including that internal TikTok boost button I briefly mentioned earlier. And that's a wrap, my friend. See you on the flip side.